Today I will be making new bronze bushings for my Cub Cadet mower. The current ones are pretty well shot. Both bushings are in pretty terrible condition, as well as the shaft they go on. Both bushings are egged out. One is missing the flange, and both will have to be replaced. The bearing itself is incredibly loose on both sides. It was causing the wheel to dig into the ground rather than turn as I turned the mower. I have set up some bearing bronze on my Craftsman lathe, ready to make some new bearings. The batteries in my digital calipers have gone bad. These will be replaced by a proper set of dial calipers. In the meantime, I will guesstimate the correct diameters and test fit to get a good light press fit. The length should be roughly there. I will use die-chem to make some layout lines. And I'll let that dry for a bit. Now that's dried, I'll use my calipers to scribe a line for me to turn down to. Once it looks close, I will start comparing. When it gets very close, I'll take smaller bites and go just until this barely slips over. And then we'll remove this from the lathe and test it in the part. The next step is to bevel the bottom edge to make it easier to press, and to mark the thickness of the flange. After which I will remove the part from the lathe and part it off with a hacksaw. Now that it's cut off, we've got it turned around. And I will go ahead and face off the front. At this point, it's faced off. Looks good enough. Thickness of the flange is correct. Time to ream the inside diameter. Now I will change out the live center that I was using to support the work for a 3/4 inch straight flute taper shank reamer. The taper shank on my live center is too short to be properly removed, so I stick a 45 auto empty brass in the back of it to allow me to pop it out without too much grief. Keeping the taper shank from holding well. That is hopefully resolved now. Looks like that was it. I made a second bushing, pressed in the first. The new bushings are definitely a much better fit than they were. being loose on the shaft, but a light press fit into the housing. I'll go ahead and button this up and we'll see how she works. While I'm at it, I'll go ahead and replace the second set for the wheel on the other side of my cutting deck. Much better. So, the bushings turned out pretty well. Very little play. Noticed I'm going to be doing wheel bushings as well.